This is Jack, and this is a test of my PS21 Auricon Power Supply. I'm having some trouble with it. Maybe someone can give me a hand. This is my Dakota battery, a Deca battery. It's an AGM battery, and it's rated at 32 amp hours. And it's sitting in the Auricon box, and it connects via an umbilical cord to the main Auricon unit right here. And the knob on the right is used to adjust the hertz, so you can get it right at 60 hertz. I have the output of the battery box plugged into a power strip, and I have my voltmeter and a watt meter sitting there so we can look at the output. I have two things to measure. I have a 600 and I have a Cinevoice chop top. So let's see what happens when we fire it up. So let's start. This is kind of a cool thing. This is the ground that was supplied with the PS21, and it has directions on how to stick a screwdriver in the ground and use it. Okay, we got that connected. So now we're going to fire this bad boy up. Here we go. And there. These increments are 60 hertz, 61 and 62 hertz. We're at about 60 hertz right now. And if we look at my meters, we'll see that there's a big difference between what the Fluke says and what the watt meter says. The Fluke says I'm putting out 166.7 volts, and the watt meter says I'm putting out 161 volts. So there's a little discrepancy there. I've got the Cinevoice plugged in first, and we're going to turn that on and see what happens. And now the output has dropped to 145 volts on the Fluke, 140 volts on the watt meter. The watt meter says it's pulling 1.00 PFs, whatever that is, 55.2 hertz, 46 volt amps, 46 watts, and dot 33 amps. And then we are at 139 volts again. Okay, I'm going to turn it off. And did you hear how the PS21 sounded differently? So, now the 600 is plugged in, and the heater light went on, so it's drawing a little bit of current right now. So right now my Fluke says I'm at 146 volts, and the watt meter says that I'm at 141. So I'll turn it on. And PF is 0.95. I have no idea what PF means. 55.5 hertz, 59 volt amps, 56 watts, dot 44 amps, and 132.6. I'm going to readjust the PS21 and see if I can change it a little bit. There, now I'm putting out 60, more like 60 hertz. Yeah, right on the money. 59.9. So my conundrum is, why am I putting out so much voltage? I'll show you how this guy works. See if we can get in a little tighter. I don't know if you can see this or not, but these little reeds vibrate back and forth. Okay, now the one at 58 hertz is vibrating. Now there's the one for 59. There's one for 60. The trouble is, if you get it adjusted when there's no load, and you have a load, then you have to go back and readjust it again. So we've got this one right at 60, but you'll see if I turn the camera on, changed a little bit. According to my watt meter, well, my watt meter says 60.3 hertz, so I guess it's pretty stable. Okay, well, that's it for my demonstration. Let's see. I have some text here on the top of my lid, and the text tells you how to use the ground clamp in case you have a hum. Oops.